Hey there, my name is Dennis Poulette, and on this channel, I help parents lead and launch their teenagers. If you are the parent of a teenager, I would invite you to subscribe and to join our Facebook group. I've got a link in the description below. I would love to walk this road together with you. Recently, I sat down with Chris Shepperd, a pastor at Brazos Fellowship in Texas, and I asked him, what does a kid who is well prepared for college actually look like? What are those characteristics that we all want to see in our kids? And well, this is what he said.
What a loaded question.
I think it was actually kind of like 2 or 3 questions in one, but we can go with it.
Yeah, it's okay. I think that one of the things you started out asking, like, what are some of the characteristics or traits that I have seen in students that would be labeled as successful, or students that tend to get it a little better or a little quicker, maybe that it's easier for them to make that transition. And I think the number one thing that comes to mind is students who have some sense of ownership and like self-dependence, not like a standoffish independent, like, no, I've got this myself and I don't need your help. It's not that as much as it is like, I can think for myself. Like, I have been entrusted with making some decisions that were important decisions. I haven't been like kept out of the loop on all of these things. I'm not just doing something because I've been told to do it, but I actually am here because I want this. Like, I want to go to school. I want to go to this school. I want to pursue Christ. I want to find a church. I want to grow in my faith. And those things come when, as parents, and like I said, I have 2 little girls, as parents, when we begin to relinquish some of the control. This transition especially from high school to college, is the first time in the life of this student that they're experiencing something for the first time by themselves. Because all of the other transitions in their life, if they have grown up in a home where there was a parent or 2 parents or grandparents, whoever was taking care of them, there was always someone that was there that loved them, that was connected with them, that was walking with them in each of these transitions, transitioning into middle school, transitioning into high school, their first relationship, learning to drive a car, like whatever those things were, there was always somebody with them. And now they're having to make these choices and do these things on their own. And you need to help set them up for that and let them realize that they are capable of making those types of decisions. And you know what? Sometimes they're not going to make the best decision. You need to help them be able to walk through and navigate that while they're in the safety of your home, rather than waiting until they have left and then be like, okay, good luck. I hope you make all the right choices. Because you and I know, and all of the parents out there know, we didn't make all the right choices in college. I didn't make all the right choices in high school. And
I don't make all the right choices now.
Phenomenal. Exactly.
Yeah.
And my parents were phenomenal. And I grew up in the church, but they held on to a lot of control. And so I struggled when I went out on my own because I didn't know how to think for myself. I didn't know how to make decisions for myself. And that shows up in a lot of practical ways. Like, can they do their own laundry? Can they cook their own food? Like, do they know how to, you and I would say balance a checkbook, but get online on their app and figure out how much money they have, like whatever that is. Like,
what does it mean to balance a check? Balancing a checkbook. Who does that?
Right?
I don't know.
I know. Yeah. I don't know the last time I balanced a checkbook.
Right.
But I just think that if we can teach them some independence, and if we can teach them to stand on their own 2 feet, to ask hard questions, let them start doing that in the safety of your home, where you're there to catch them when they fall, when they make a bad choice, and you know it's going to be a bad choice, as long as it's not going to be harmful. Like, let them experience the pain of making a less than amazing choice. And then you're there to talk through them.
Yeah, it sounds like you're
talk it through with them.
Yeah, sorry. It sounds like you're talking a lot about discernment, right? Like, how do we teach discernment in our day-to-day, even through the upper high school years, whenever they get a chance to make those decisions? And it's not always like, I'm going to call dad and should I do this? Should I do that? Should I not do this? Should I do that?
Right.
But kind of like have some of those easier decisions that are made on their own. That's hard to do as a parent too. That's like super hard to like,
absolutely,
because we don't want them to fail. We do think we know better. Usually we do, right? Like, I mean,
sure.
That's
right.
but those are that's some good ideas.
Whoa, that is some great advice from Chris. And now I would love to ask you a question. How can you practically help your kids get it? Leave a comment below or on the video right here from the podcast, and I'll see you over in that video, or I'll see you in the comment section below.